Well, hi again. One of my last videos I was talking about trying out your paints and looking at burnt sienna, the difference between all the different brands. Just thought I'd show you my little black book today. So just an ordinary A4 book with cartridge paper. It's not watercolour paper or anything special. And I like to do experiments with the colours when I get new colours or colours I'm interested in, so that you have a reference here, and also different materials that you've bought, because you might not use them for a while and you've completely forgotten all about them. So I have this little black book. Sometimes I use watercolour paper or some other kind of paper and then stick it into this book. So when I get new materials, and that you can see, I like to try them out. So it's just a quick tip, particularly for beginners. For instance, these were Aquatone pens by Derwent, pencils, they're more like pencils, water-based, water soluble. So I tried out all the different colours, and they have unusual names, so I felt as if, I'm going to pick up, say, Kingfisher Blue and think, Kingfisher Blue, what is Kingfisher Blue? Because a bottle green, what exactly does that mean? Middle Chrome, Spectrum Orange. So anyway, just a little bit of the pencil down the side here, and then adding water to it, and see what happens when you add the water. So those were the Derwent Aquatones. These are the Derwent Intense pencils, usually much brighter than the normal watercolour pencils. Again, they've got unusual names, so a little swatch to see what all the colours look like. Shiraz, fuchsia, teal green, apple green. So here Derwent, just watercolour pencils, not the Inktense ones, which are stronger. I think they're based on a ink, the Inktense ones. The clue is in the name, of course. So these are just a set of Derwent watercolour pencils, which I have for years actually. Here, some experiments on different reds to compare them, and I've also made a note of whether they were transparent or opaque. Different pinks and reds, rose madder, alizarin crimson, opera rose, different manufacturers, different makes. Venetian red, light red. Same for greens and yellows. In each case, I normally do a darker little swatch, almost straight from the tube, and then dilute it with some more water and put them both down. Purples and violets and browns on this page. Some blues. Some green mixes. Some people hate greens, and there's so many different ways of making greens from various blues and yellows. So just a little chart here using different blues. These are all with lemon yellow, different blues with lemon yellow. This one's Windsor and Newton Cad yellow, mixed with different blues. Little reference there. This is where I was just trying out adding one paint to another, because they have different properties. Some colours will push other colours away. So I was just doing, it's very pretty, isn't it? I enjoyed doing that one. This one is different types of salt. And permanent rose and alizarin crimson, salt effects. That was done obviously on watercolour paper, which I've stuck in. Again, different types of salt, or different colours. See which ones work particularly well and which ones don't. Here I've been trying out some landscape colours, probably before I was about to do a landscape painting of some kind. Trying out the colours and some mixes, different browns and greys and greens that I was going to use. This is a set of greys that I got, the Crema grey set. So I thought I'd try them out. They have a set of warm greys and cooler greys. Not a thing I've used a lot, to be honest, because I like to mix my own greys, but here's the little set, Crema pigment set, which I tried out. You can see they haven't been used an awful lot. So I have a reference there, if ever I want to come back and use them. I have some Arteza brush pens, which is this one. They're water-soluble pens. So I've just put a little bit of pen down and then added a bit of water to it to see what the colours look like. More Arteza brush pens. This time they're more sort of neutral colours. I made a note there. That looks interesting because the noir, when water was added to it, it's kind of separating into different colours, which is a rather beautiful effect. You can see the same thing a bit with the smoke grey, the ash black. And here's just a few experiments I was doing recently with liquid charcoal and watercolours. I was quite interested of how you could use this charcoal, and did a very interesting workshop with Steffi Butler. And I was experimenting with some of my watercolour paints here. Quite a few of them are the Daniel Smith ones, to see what would happen, and I put a little star by the ones I was really interested in. It gave really interesting effects. More liquid charcoal. I was really interested in this one. Really interesting effect there. So particularly if you're a beginner, I think it's really useful to do something like this. Maybe while you're waiting for a painting, part of a painting to dry or something, just do a little experiment somewhere and keep it in a book so that you can go back to it. Anyway, just a tip, and maybe you'll try it sometime. Thank you for watching the channel, and please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, but anyway, see you next time. Bye.